It's been 4 years since the World Health Organization declared COVID-19 a global pandemic. Things have changed dramatically over the last 4 years, and there are updated recommendations on what to do if you have the virus. Channel 5's Brenda Villa has reaction from a local daycare.
We spoke with Kids College Learning Center in Edinburgh who say they welcome the new recommendations. Right now, the staff at the daycare say they're not worried about COVID. They're concerned about other respiratory illnesses.
Now that we're back to the normalcy, I think you would say, we haven't really gone back.
Alex Rios is the owner of Kids College Learning Center in Edinburgh. His daycare was one of the few that stayed open during the COVID-19 pandemic. 4 years ago, there were less kids and staff.
So anytime that we would even have any type of flu symptom or COVID, we'd have to shut down a room completely for 7 days. So if there was 10 kids in there, I sent them all home. And again, business-wise, it hurts.
Rio says the pandemic put a strain on his staff because the virus was new and the guidelines changed often. He says during that time, they weren't sure if kids could even get sick with the virus.
Fevers, headaches, or even vomiting. So, and here we see it often. I mean, that's something that we've seen here. 15 years doing this, I've seen that. That to me is normal when a kid is doing those things.
Parents have to bring a doctor's note confirming their child does not have COVID. If they do, they have to stay home for 5 days. Now, the CDC says you should take the same precautions with COVID like you would with the flu.
If a person tests positive for COVID and they are not exhibiting fever, and no fever within 24 hours without the use or with not using any type of acetaminophen, ibuprofen, aspirin, fever reduction medication, that person is able to return to work or to school.
Rio says he's okay with the new changes. The staff at his daycare is seeing more cases of other respiratory illnesses compared to COVID.
Hand, foot, mouth is very contagious among children, especially. One touch and that's all it takes. RSV, another of the upper respiratory, 2-3 days, get a doctor's excuse, and they get to come back.
The Hidalgo County Health Department says COVID is now considered an endemic. That means it's become more like the flu and chickenpox.
COVID is one of those illnesses now that a vaccine will be recommended annually, just like the flu vaccine or like other vaccines, just to help prevent the illness. Now, remember,
Rio says the daycare is excited to be working with the kids just like the old days. He says one thing they learned from the pandemic is that they need to take care of themselves in order to take care of the kids. In Edinburgh, Brenda Villa, Channel 5 News at noon.